Once upon a time, in the village of Atta, filled with beautiful creatures, but always faced with the chasing challenge of dark cloud that kills and destroys lives and properties in the village. This Atta village faced for many years, and there was a very beautiful girl named Dekola. She had two best friends, Aye and Fumi. They all went to the village school together. One day, Dekola went to the river to get some water. While she was there, she saw a strange man looking at her. This man was different. He was a mermaid. He had a shiny tail and looked like he came from the water. Dekola wanted to run, but she couldn't move. It felt like her feet were stuck. The mermaid whispered to her, "Why are you trying to run? Come closer, and I will give you special powers." Dekola looked around, but there was no one else there. When she turned back, the mermaid was even closer. She got so scared that she fainted. When Dekola woke up, she felt different. She realized she could do amazing things. Dekola was amazed by her new powers. She could lift heavy things easily and run faster than anyone in the village. She even noticed that she could talk to animals and understand what they were saying. One day, while playing with Aye and Fumi, Dekola showed them her new abilities. They were surprised and asked her how she got these powers. Dekola told them about the mermaid at the river. Aye and Fumi were curious and wanted to see the mermaid too. The next day, the three friends went to the river together. They waited and waited, but the mermaid did not appear. Dekola felt a little sad, but she remembered the mermaid's words and felt brave. As days passed, Dekola used her powers to help people in the village. She helped farmers lift heavy baskets of crops and helped mothers carry their babies. Everyone in the village loved Dekola even more. But one night, Dekola had a strange dream. The mermaid appeared and said, "Dekola, you must use your powers wisely. One day you will face a big challenge and you must be ready." Dekola woke up feeling a little scared but also determined. She knew she had to keep practicing and be strong for whatever was coming. And so Dekola, Aye, and Fumi continued their adventures, waiting for the day when Dekola's true test would come. The village of Atta had no idea what was in store, but they all believed in Dekola, their special girl with extraordinary powers. One sunny morning, a loud noise echoed through the village. People ran outside to see what was happening. They saw a huge, dark cloud in the sky moving quickly towards Atta. The village elder, a wise old man, said it was a sign of danger. Dekola knew this was the big challenge the mermaid had warned her about. She felt a mix of fear and courage inside her. She gathered Aye and Fumi, and they went to the elder for advice. The elder told them that the dark cloud was caused by an angry spirit that lived in the forest. This spirit was upset because someone had taken its precious gem. The only way to calm the spirit was to return the gem. Dekola, Aye, and Fumi decided they had to find the gem and save their village. They packed some food and water and set off into the forest. The journey was long and difficult, but Dekola used her powers to help them. She cleared paths, talked to animals for directions, and kept them safe. After many hours, they found a hidden cave. Inside the cave, they saw a sparkling gem on a pedestal. Dekola walked carefully towards it, but as soon as she touched the gem, the cave started to shake. Rocks fell from the ceiling, and the ground trembled. Dekola quickly grabbed the gem and told Ai and Fumi to run. They dashed out of the cave just in time as it collapsed behind them. Holding the gem tightly, they hurried back to the village. When they arrived, the dark cloud was almost over the village. Dekola ran to the elder and gave him the gem. The elder held it up to the sky and chanted some ancient words. The dark cloud stopped moving and slowly disappeared. The sky cleared and the sun shone brightly again. The village cheered and celebrated. Dekola, Ai, and Fumi were heroes. The elder thanked them and told Dekola that she had proven herself worthy of her powers. She had shown bravery, kindness, and wisdom. From that day on, Dekola continued to use her powers to help her village. She knew that challenges would come, but with her friends by her side and her heart full of courage, she was ready for anything. And so Dekola, the beautiful girl from Ata, became a legend, inspiring everyone with her extraordinary powers and her loving heart. Life in the village of Ata returned to normal, and Dekola continued to help her friends and neighbors with her amazing powers. She felt happy and proud of what she had achieved. One day, while playing by the river with Ai and Fumi, Dekola heard a familiar whisper. She turned around and saw the mermaid again, his eyes twinkling with kindness. "Hello, Dekola," the mermaid said. "I see you have used your powers well. But there is more for you to learn and more adventures ahead." Dekola felt excited but a little nervous too. "What do you mean?" she asked. The mermaid smiled. "There are other villages and people who need your help. Your journey is just beginning. You will meet new friends and face new challenges. Remember, you are never alone. Your friends and the spirit of the river will always be with you." Dekola nodded, feeling a sense of purpose. She turned to Ai and Fumi, who were listening intently. "Will you come with me on these new adventures?" she asked. Ai and Fumi looked at each other and then back at Dekola. "Of course we will," they said in unison. "We are a team and we face everything together." The mermaid gave Dekola a small, glowing amulet. "This will guide you when you are lost and protect you when you are in danger," he said. "Use it wisely." With the amulet in her hand and her friends by her side, Dekola felt ready for whatever lay ahead. She knew there would be difficult times, but she also knew she had the strength and courage to overcome them. And so Dekola, Ai, and Fumi set off on a new journey, leaving the village of Ata to explore the world beyond. They traveled through forests and mountains, helping those in need and spreading hope wherever they went. Their adventures took them to places they had never imagined, and they met many wonderful people along the way. Dekola's powers grew stronger, and she learned new skills and wisdom from the people she helped. The trio became known far and wide as heroes, and stories of their bravery and kindness spread to every corner of the land. They inspired others to be brave and to help one another, making the world a better place. And though they were far from their village, Dekola, Ai, and Fumi always remembered the lessons they learned in Ata and the friends they made there. They knew that no matter how far they traveled, their hearts would always be home. The end of this chapter was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. Thanks for listening.